Hello there. I consider myself a wildlife connoisseur. I own some of the most exotic pets east of the Mississippi. I'm talking about a dog and a cat. And also Adam's mom. I like to think that I actually know a decent bit about animals. I watched a lot of Nat Geo growing up, and still to this day, we react to a ton of animal videos. But apparently, today, we're gonna be learning about a bunch of animal facts that you didn't know. Of course, I knew them though.
Did you know that slugs and snails are the same thing? Slugs are the snails that have lost their shells during evolution. So these creatures are hermaphrodite, just like slugs. And most of them are too. There are over 60,000 species of snails, and they are found everywhere on Earth, even in Antarctica.
Wait a minute. No, this is actually blowing my mind. I thought that slugs were like poisonous, and snails were not. So slugs are snails with no shells. But doesn't that make them a different creature then?
Just like the PFAS. Snails can walk on the blade or sharp knife's edge without taking damage. And there are some snails that can walk on water too.
Jesus Christ.
Some snails, like cone snails, are venomous and are cannibals. They shoot harpoon-like tooth to kill their prey or kill other cone snails. Smallest snail can fit in the hole of a needle, whereas the biggest are almost a meter-long, 40-pound giants.
Hold on, he is like rapid firing these facts. I thought it was gonna be like 5 facts that we dissect each and every one, but it's like fact you didn't know, fact you didn't know, fact you didn't know. Anyone in the comments who tells me that they knew that a 40-pound snail existed, you're lying. I don't believe you, there's no way.
Most of the snails have over 14,000 teeth. And the weird thing is they have teeth in their tongue. This guy, the limpet, has just around 1,900 teeth, but it's made from the hardest material ever known in biology. You may have heard spider silk is stronger than steel, but the teeth of limpets are stronger than titanium.
Okay, I am starting to realize that snails might just be the coolest creature in the world. You know, they always get so much slack for being slow and slimy and grimy and gross, but they're actually freaking awesome. This is really cool.
If cats had those teeth, they would be the most dangerous animals on the planet. Snails are heavy sleepers and can sleep straight for 3 years.
What?
Their life is just around 9 years, and they sleep 1/3 of their life. Then again, who are we to judge? We do the same thing.
Wait, but they sleep for 1/3 of their life all at once. They only sleep one time. That'd be like if we only slept one time and we got all of our sleep out in one go. You would start as like a 10-year-old kid probably and wake up in your 40s. What an insane way to fall asleep.
This is a polar bear, and I'm not joking. Just the hairs are removed.
Okay, I didn't know that.
The skin of a polar bear
did know
is
that.
dark, just like a brown bear, but it's covered in white fur. Or is it? Actually, the hairs of a polar bear are translucent, colorless, and are hollow.
I did know that too. That's 2 for 2. Apparently, I know a lot more about polar bears than I did about snails.
Like a straw. The air inside the hairs scatter light in such a way that we see it white, just like how snow looks white. I bet most of you didn't know that snow is a colorless thing. This is a real picture of a snowflake.
Okay.
Polar bears are marine
Didn't know that,
mammals,
but that's not about
like
animals.
whales and seals. They spend more than half their life in water. They even have webbed feet and can swim non-stop for hundreds of miles, up to 9 days. Polar bears eat seals. Since seals have a high content of vitamin A, the liver of the polar bear contains so much vitamin A that it can kill 52 people.
What does that mean? Their liver can kill 52 people? What does that mean? Or they have enough vitamin A in their liver that if you disperse that vitamin A amongst 52 people, they would all die. Okay, that's pretty crazy. That's crazy.
Sometimes people get confused if polar bears live in the Arctic or Antarctic region. Just remember this. The word Arctic means bear, and Antarctic
It does?
means no bear.
Wait, what? Hey Siri, what does Arctic mean?
As an adjective, Arctic means relating to the regions around the North Pole. Do you want to hear the next one?
Yeah, tell me the next one too.
Arctic is an informal term. As an adjective, it means of weather conditions, very cold. Want to hear one more?
I'm not seeing a single thing about bears. Hey Siri, does Arctic mean bear?
As an adjective, Arctic means relating to the regions around the North Pole.
Okay, this is why I don't talk to women.
Penguins live in that land, so naturally, it's impossible for a polar bear to meet a penguin. And let's not forget the mating part. There are several records of polar bear mating with grizzly
Sorry, all this mating talk, I'm pretty allergic to it. Holy cow. Start talking about this type of stuff, I get real weird. My bad, my apologies, all right. Gosh.
The babies are called Pizzly or Grolar, depending on either the polar bear is male or female. Talking about penguins, how long can you stay like this, in a squat position? A few seconds? Or maybe a couple of minutes? This is a penguin skeleton, and yes, this is how they stand their entire life. Well,
What?
Who am I to judge when you are judged by nature itself? Penguins drink salty seawater and eat salty seafood, like fish and shrimps, so they have a gland above their eyes that separates salt from water and throws it away from the beak.
Wait, we need that. That's what we need on planet Earth to be able to like take ocean water and purify it so that we can drink it, make it fresh water. But that's what penguins do. Why can we not just like figure out how it works with penguins and then we do that too, but with machinery? Surely we can do that. That is a superpower. I say it all the time, but animals literally have superpowers. That is one of them. It can drink any water and it purifies it for them. That's amazing.
Jumpers. Penguins like emperor penguin and Adelie penguins can jump around 10 feet directly from water.
What? 10 feet?
That's the height of
That's a
one.
whole basketball net. That's all they jump. They jump out of water over a basketball net. That's incredible. That is incredible.
And story building. Also, the chicks of emperor penguins can jump into water 50 feet below. Talking about kids, if a mother penguin has just lost her chick, she kidnaps others' chick when parents are distracted and takes it with her. After a week, she loses interest, leaves the chick, and walks away.
There's no
In most
way.
cases,
There's no
the
way.
chick dies.
There's no way.
Some emperor penguins just leave the area and waddle towards the mountains of Antarctica.
Someone's got to put cameras on these guys and make a whole like Love Island Penguin Edition season. I would absolutely tune in.
And back, they will again go towards it. Nobody knows where they go or why they do that. Maybe they were rejected by all the females
Aw.
and they want to die in peace.
Aw.
Who knows? And they are poopers. They poop every 20 minutes or so. Talking about pooping, these guys almost never poop and use all the food they eat as energy. Kinda like Kim Jong-un. This happens when God forgets to give you a mouth and attaches a straw longer than your body. They are such a weird creatures that they smell with the antenna and taste with their feet.
Does anyone ever try to like put themselves in animal shoes? Like what would it feel like to be a moth? Like what does it feel like to like have wings and a giant nose that you slurp from and antenna that smell? What does that feel like? Because we only know what we are. I am really curious. Like if I could be a moth for like 5 seconds, I would do it with a guaranteed that I get to be me right after too. But I do want to know what it feels like to be a moth.
There are more than 17,000 species of butterflies, and they come in every configuration.
Or a butterfly.
Their size ranges from tiny 2-centimeter puny flies to almost a foot-long mammoths. Some species like pipevine and monarch are poisonous. Monarch butterflies even migrate to a 3,000-mile-long journey. Butterflies drink sap and flower nectar, but sometimes they will drink muddy water, poop, sweat, urine, and even blood.
Ain't no way they're eating poop, bro. I used to have respect for butterflies. I've lost a lot of respect.
It's for the nutrients and salts they don't get from flowers. So, yes, butterflies drinking blood is a real thing.
I mean, that makes sense.
Harvester butterflies
What
are
about-
kind
what
of
poop?
carnivores.
Explain
They
the
suck
poop one to
poop of
me.
aphids. Aphids are sap-sucking insects, by the way, but the caterpillars completely eat those bugs. Talking about caterpillars, they have 4,000 muscles in their body, and we humans just have 629. You all know a caterpillar enters a cocoon and emerges out as a butterfly, but you may not know that after entering the cocoon, it first turns into liquid puddle and then starts the butterfly formation. But the interesting thing is, butterflies still have the memory from when they were caterpillars.
How do they know that? How have they done any tests to know that? There's no way. How would they ever, what scientists figured that one out? There's no way that they could prove that. The world is a crazy place, truly.
And we think we are the memory kings. What a shame. You all have seen crows, and it's among the most intelligent species on Earth. Crows know what it means
I
to
didn't know
die,
that.
so they actually think before doing something, unlike us. They even attend the funeral of their lost relatives and
that's
friends,
sad.
and mourn for some time. They will even examine the dead, kind of like post-mortem, and try to figure out the cause of the death, so that they can avoid it next time.
Wow.
And if a crow kills any fellow member or a friend, it will be executed by the group. That's a death penalty for murder. That may be the reason why a group of crows is called murder. Crows are highly social creatures. Adult crows leave the group to start their own life. But they visit their parents once in a while to check on how they're doing. They even help their parents raise their eggs.
That's nice.
And crows are usually monogamous, meaning they have one partner for life. They are actually better than us when it comes to relations.
Wait, shout out to crows. I didn't know that they were such like upstanding creatures. Because they're, you know, we just learned about the poop eaters, and now we're on to like a nice family guy who mourns the dead, helps his parents. Like what a nice creature. Shout out to crows.
If you ever help or hurt a crow, it will return the favor. It will bring you shiny objects or its own feather as a token of gratitude, or dive bomb you as a token of revenge.
Yep.
It will remember your face for 5 years, even if you are wearing a mask. And it can share your face info with other crow workers as well. So it is possible that you hurt one crow today, and its friend will hurt you after a few days.
That is amazing.
Researchers even believe they can share the person's info with the next generation too.
What? Bro, crows are actually awesome. We gotta put a camera on the crows. There's gotta be so much crow lore out there that we don't even know about. Next up, we got rabbits.
They are very efficient eaters, meaning they convert food to body mass in a very efficient way. It's because they eat their own poop. Yup.
What are we doing? What is this video? Did you know this animal eats its poop? Did you know that animal eats their poop? Did you know that animal eats the poop of that guy's poop? Like, what are we doing?
All rabbits do that, and they do it every day. They have two kinds of poops. One is just poop, small round ones, but another is nutritional poop, called night poop. Since that poop has nutrition, they poop it directly in their mouth, kinda like this.
Who studied this? Who even, like, what weirdo, like, watched this happen and then analyzed it? I'm sorry, that's creepy, bro. And also, are we sure that's what they're doing? Are we 100% sure? Because I can think of a couple other things that these rabbits might be doing. Not to get all weird and all, but rabbits do repopulate insanely quickly. We all know this. So they're active. And I'm just like, are we sure that that's what he's doing? I mean, this is absurd. This might be the craziest video I've ever watched my whole entire life.
Mouth directly to anus. So most owners don't even see this.
Oh my God.
It may seem gross, but rabbits can't vomit. If they eat something poisonous by mistake, it can't be taken out. Rabbits' teeth never stop growing, and they need rough thing to grind their teeth.
Wait, why was that a point of contention here? Why did he pretty much excuse the fact that they eat their own poop because they can't vomit? He was like, yeah, oh yeah, they put their lips to their anus and poop into their own mouth and eat it, but that's okay because they don't vomit. No! That does not make that okay! That is insane! That's disgusting, that's foul, that's putrid! I don't care that they can't vomit, that has nothing to do with the other!
If they don't eat hay or grass for a long time, their teeth will go through their skull. So, don't feed them fruits or carrots as the main food. It's soft and dangerous for them. And this is misleading. Rabbits don't bark or meow. They communicate through jumping and thumping. Like, this may mean it's happy, and this may mean it's pissed off, or something like that. I don't know. I'm actually bad at Morse code. They have almost 360 degrees vision, but can't see in front of their nose.
Okay, so this thing's an idiot.
Rabbits have a super sense of smell, but they can smell through the mouth as well. If the nose is smell pro, then the mouth is smell pro max. Rabbits are fragile animals. If you scare a rabbit with sudden loud noise, it can instantly die of heart attack.
That's pretty funny.
And for mating, they are among the fastest breeders in the world.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking
about.
And
we'll talk about that in mating series. This is not an axolotl.
Thank God we're moving on. Thank God. That was the worst demotion of an animal that maybe have ever occurred. I've never liked an animal so much than 1 minute later disliked the same animal so much in my life. That was insane. Next up though, we have what appears to be not an axolotl.
Neither this nor this. Don't worry, even I was confused at this point, because when we see this shape, the feathery gills, long tail, and that baby face, we think it's an axolotl. Axolotls are salamanders, and they have over 700 species, so most of their babies look just like this. If all these look the same, why are only these guys the celebrities? Well, when they grow up, they change to these, but when axolotls grow up, they change to this. Yup, they never grow up and stay in their larval life forever. But many people don't know that in very rare cases, they actually change to adult salamanders. Axolotls are naturally found in only one place on Earth, near Mexico City, in Lake Xochimilco. They are super regenerative. If you cut its limb, it grows back.
I actually did just learn about this, and on our Beck Bros channel, we're starting to do a lot of animal like type things. A little like not really sciencey, but kind of sciencey. And I was thinking about getting an axolotl, and I heard that they can regenerate limbs. So then I was like, okay, well let's test it. That'd be an awesome video idea, like testing if that's true. But then it also, you know, is pretty immoral and inhumane and against like animal rights. It's pretty cruel, even though it can regenerate the arm. So I'm not going to do it, but I did think of that. Like that'd be a pretty cool YouTube video, but I'm not gonna do it. That's messed up. I have integrity. I'm a man of good morals and ethics, so I'm not going to do it.
The tail, brain, heart, lungs, and even the spinal cord grow back like nothing happened.
The spinal cord,
So,
wow.
They've been lab rats for over 150 years.
If this freak weirdo guy is doing it, why can't I? Like, I'm doing it in a way to educate thousands and thousands of people. Like, yeah, it might be cruel, but this dude's doing it to probably hundreds of axolotls time and time again just to test them.
Hopes that one day, humans too can regrow lost limbs. But so far, the only thing that's been growing is the scientist's beard. Axolotls are nature's Frankenstein. If you cut its leg and stitch it to slightly different place, it will actually fuse and function.
Whoa!
And sometimes, a new leg grows from the original place, making it 5-legged axolotl. So, scientists have been trying to create a full-blown chimeras, and I hope it doesn't turn like Hunter x Hunter.
That is pretty amazing.
They tried attaching legs to the back, take cousin's tail and attach it, fuse the siblings, and even tried to make 2-headed axolotls. In one case, a hole began forming in the neck to accept a second head, but the body healed too fast, and the extra head fell off.
All right, axolotls went from like here, actually they were already up here to like way up here. Axolotls are really, really cool animals. That's amazing. And what else would be amazing is if you guys enjoyed today's video, because if you did, that would mean that surely you would have hit that like button. And if you want to watch another one, make sure to click on this one right here.